Early in the morning.
Guys, I need answers. I need answers and I need them right now. We need answers. I don't care what race you are. You can be black, you can be white, you can be Middle Eastern, you can be Asian, I don't care. We all need answers. What is going on here? Why am I finding out that another black person, this time a 5-year-old boy, has been found dead? Where? In the Thames. Another death by a body of water. Another black person found dead by a body of water. A 5-year-old boy. I did a video 2 weeks ago on this channel and I floated the idea that there possibly could be a serial killer in this country, in the United Kingdom, targeting black people. Maybe multiple, because there was different locations. Most of it was London based, but some were in Bristol, some were dotted around Essex, whatever. But they all ended up being by a body of water. 2 weeks after that video drops, I'm getting messages from subscribers on Instagram, I'm getting messages from friends. Another black person's been found by a body of water. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is scary. This is concerning. You can see the severity in my voice because I ain't doing the whole intro. I'm not telling you to like the video. I'm hitting you straight with the facts, bro. Something is happening here and it's concerning. The last video I did, yeah, you had all these people, or some people, not all these people, but some people saying, oh, you know, this happens to white people all the time, and there's actually been multiple cases of white people being found missing and things like that. Bro, I'm sure there is. But stop doing that. You're only talking about this people, you know, don't forget us, bro. I'm not talking about that right now. You see this video, I'm talking about black people going missing, being found by bodies of water, and the possible threat of a serial killer, bro. I ain't talking about anything else at the moment. In my research, I couldn't actually find statistics to even back that up. Someone commented, there's been hundreds of white people been found by bodies of water unexplained since 2020. Where? I mean, if that's the case, show me in it so I can actually look into this. Show me the evidence, show me the proof, and I'll look into this. But for now, we're not talking about that. For now, we're talking specifically about black people. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just gonna read from an article. There's no story to tell. They're gonna rule it as unexplained. It's gonna be ruled as an accident, or they'll try to say it was suicide or something. A 5-year-old tried to kill himself. They won't look into it. They'll just say it's an accident and shit happens. Especially it's Southeast London, bro. The kid was from Thames, bro. All these deaths have hit me hard, but you know the ones where they're local, they hit 1% harder just because it's your bits, it's your ends. I'm always in the Mead, bro. I'm always in Thames, whether it's once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week. I was literally there the other day, bro, 2 days ago. I was with my boy. And in fact, before I even read the article, if the family of Daniel, his name's Daniel Alabi, if anyone from the family of Daniel sees this video and is happy to talk to me, I'll come to Temo, bro. I'll come to Thames Mead, and I would appreciate hearing your side of events. I mean, who am I? I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't owe me nothing. I'm just a person on YouTube. But if someone from the family, a brother, an uncle, the parents sees this video, I would happily come and speak to you guys because I'm confused. I care. Me and my subscribers, we care. What's happening here? What's going on? Anyway, let me read an article. It says here, a 5-year-old boy from Thamesmead has died in hospital after being found in the River Thames. An urgent appeal was launched by police to find Daniel Alabi, who was last seen playing with his brother at his home at 5:30 p.m. today, which was yesterday. Just after 6:20, so 50 minutes later, officers looking for Daniel found a child in the River Thames. Police administered CPR before the paramedics from the London Ambulance Service arrived. The child, who is believed to be Daniel, was taken to hospital in critical condition. He was pronounced dead at hospital later this evening. There is no evidence to suggest that any other person was involved, the Met said. Daniel's family have been made aware and are being supported by police officers. A spokesperson for the Met Police said police issued an appeal on Friday, 29th of March, to locate a missing boy, Daniel Alabi. At 18:23 that evening, officers looking for Daniel found a child in the River Thames. Officers pulled the child from the water and administered CPR prior to the arrival of the LAS. I don't know what happened to this poor boy, Daniel. I haven't got the answers. I have questions though. He was last seen playing with his brother at 5:30, but then they found him 50 minutes later at 6:20. Now my first question is, what happened with the brother? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming the brother, by the way. I'm not saying that, but my first question is, line of questioning that I'm wondering is, he was with his brother at 5:30, So what happened in that time to separate the brothers? Yeah. My second question is, where were the parents? Now again, this is not a blaming thing. These are the questions that I'm asking. 5-year-old boy was playing, where's like his guardian? Where's an uncle? Where's a guardian? Where's a parent? That's the type of questions I'm asking, right? The fact that poor Daniel was found at 6:20 and he was last seen at 5:30, that gives us a window of 50 minutes, 50, before he was found. But that means that they must have called the police at least 10 minutes before he was found. Let's say 20 minutes before he was found, right? They would have called the police. The police would have to make their way, probably from Plumstead, and have a look. So let's say they called the police at 6 o'clock. That still gives us 30 minutes difference. 30 minutes is more than enough time for foul play to be involved. Am I saying this is definitively 100% the work of a serial K? No, I'm not. Is it possible that the boys played and he fell into the lake and drowned? 100%, of course it is. Of course it is. That probably is more likely. I'm not even saying it's not. It's likely that the boys were playing, he's 5 years old, they may have been running around, he may have fallen into a body of water and he can't swim and he's drowned. That would be a terrible, terrible, awful waste of life, because if that's the case, then we do have to be looking at the guardians and the family though. Because why was a 5-year-old boy unattended by a body of water if he can't swim? Do you understand? So is it possible that the boy ran away from his brother, or they were playing hide and seek or something, and something's happened and he's fallen into water? 100%, that could happen. But guys, something's not sitting right here with me. I did a video 2 weeks ago. 7 people I showed you. 7. All young, all black, all found by bodies of water. It can't be, for me, coincidences don't exist like this. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm confused. Now I've given you the logical outcome, but something's not sitting right with me. There's too many questions here. Why was there a period of time where this 5-year-old boy was unaccounted for, unattended? Where was the brother in all this? Where's the guardians in all this? I don't understand. Is it possible that literally minutes after the boy went missing at 5:30, maybe 5:35, someone called the police? Possibly. And then it took them 50 minutes to find the boy? Very possible. All I know, is I don't have the answers, but I've got a shit ton of questions. I'm scared. I have black siblings, bro. Black brother. Black cousins. Black aunties. Are they gonna be next? If I find out my little cousin C or my little cousin A, if I find out, God forbid, that they've just been found by a body of water, I am flipping this city upside down, bro. I'm scared. I'm not scared for myself, but I'm scared for my loved ones. I don't understand how black people can just wind up by bodies of water and it can just be unexplained. This one could be explained possibly. I gave you explanations for this one. But what about the 7 others? In fact, that's just the 7 that I spoke about. There was more. And if it turns out that there are cases of white people and other races and that going missing, then what's happening here? Do you know what I'm saying? Why is this unexplained? What's going on? Rest in peace, Daniel. Rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends. And as I said, there was no accusations in this, just questions. And if the family do see this and want to reach out to me, I live down the road, bro. I will buck to the mead in half a second and have conversations. But as I said, you don't owe me nothing. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give me any of your time. So I'll see you lot in the next video, man. Let me know your thoughts.